I'm glad you spoke about the spirit of learning and education because that leads me to my next question. Every year, millions of young Indians lock themselves in rooms chasing UPSC, NEET, JEE, with some spending over 6,000 to 10,000 hours preparing for an exam with a 0.01% success rate. We've built an education system that manufactures anxiety, not ambition, where failure isn't just academic, it's personal, social, and emotional collapse. As someone who cracked the UPSC and then walked away from it, what do you say to the 18-year-old in Kota sacrificing their youth for a shot at a system that barely respects their time or their mental health? What is your vision for an India where education isn't about elimination but elevation? Where our youth don't need to break to be counted?
I'm giving more stories so that I connect and answer. So there is a friend of mine from my college time. His name is Desing Periyasamy. So Desing Periyasamy is a Tamil film director. And one of his movie called Kannum Kannum Kolladithal came. Right now his next movie on with Mr. Simbu is doing it. Next week it is on. And I still remember Desing Periyasamy in my college time. We were part of the Dramatics Club. When the classroom, I was doing engineering, he was doing BSc CT in the same campus. In the classroom, when the answer sheets come, the professor will give a sheet, okay? Bansal Saab, your sheet. Priya ji, your sheet. All of you will get your answer sheet. You will see, okay, 90, 85, 79 out of 100, you will eagerly see. But Desing will never get his answer sheet because it is always the last. And the professor will give it to Desing. He says, why are you checking anyway? You have failed, you got 30. So it is like that. But Desing was so particular that this is his passion and this is what he has to do in life. I went for my MBA, I went for my civil service. I was tracking Desing Periyasamy all through my life. So when I was SP Udupi, he came all the way to Udupi. He said, look, I'm doing a police story. I want to see this. Passion never went away. Then he made his first movie. Passion never went away. Making his second movie, passion never went away. Because last week I was meeting him for a conversation about life, student friends we are meeting. The reason I'm telling you this to you is, many a times, including me, the first 20-25 years of our life, we experiment so much with our life, we actually don't know what we want in life. We actually don't. Even now, I'm sure many of us don't know what we want in life. And we have a vague idea, this is what I want to do. Vague idea. We kind of go through that vague idea. So it's okay to make mistakes, okay to experiment with life, okay to change careers, okay to do this and that. But always, with my experience, I'm telling you, failure is the greatest gift you can get before the age of 30. If you failed multiple times in life, a failed relationship, people are lucky. Failed career, people are lucky. Everything in life, when they fail, they are so lucky because it teaches them so much in life. At 40 and 50, it will not teach you that much because you have a family, you have kids. It makes you so resilient. You have seen failure in the face. Only through that self-discovery, you will find what is your true passion. So people in Kota, people in IIT, when they commit suicide, I'm at loss for words to understand why are they committing suicide. In IIT Madras, when people come to all the way to IIT, they commit suicide. Kota, they commit suicide. Somebody commits suicide because he got 90%, he didn't get 95%, they commit suicide. Civil service, they commit suicide. But you look at some of the greatest achievers in life, they're actually the backbenchers. The front benchers actually work for the backbenchers. If you actually see it, the front benchers technically work for it's the backbenchers always. Mayawati madam went to civil service, couldn't crack, Chief Minister of UP, hundreds of people working for her, and many politicians couldn't crack anything. Last refuge. I'm not saying that, I'm not using that word. So nothing worked in life, you become a politician so that others work for you. So this story we are seeing day in and day out and day in and day out. So I would always say, people should chill. People should chill a bit and not get too much flustered about life, exam, marks and everything. Because if you track all your 12th standard, 10th standard toppers, you should find what they're doing. what 12th standard school topper, what is he doing? 10th standard school topper, what he or she is doing. Then you should make an effort to study 10th standard, the bottom 25 percentile, the bottom 1/4 percentile, what they are doing. It'll be a fascinating story. The bottom 25%, where are they now 10 years before and now? So we will get a picture. So it is some skill that is needed in life to succeed, not this educational skill that very soon we will understand. So that skill a college teaches you, being a person, meeting people, developing your soft skills. Convincing a person to say yes is the hardest thing in the world now, because I have to convince everybody to give their vote to me, to my party. That's the hardest. Every person has got 10 reasons to reject you. You got to find that one reason for them to love you back. So I know how hard it is to convince one person for one vote. Likewise, that skills you build here. So let us not take our life too seriously. Let us chill a bit. Failures are happening, take it at face value. Resilient, understand why it is happening, move ahead. And life is a gift. Not everybody gets it. That too, we are an evolved life, human being, very evolved now. And we have to understand life is a marathon, not a 100-meter race. People judge us at the age of 80. Nobody is going to judge us at the age of 30. At 80, what you are doing? And not, madam, we have to understand, career is only one part. My boss, former boss in Karnataka, my DGP, Om Prakash sir, he got killed last week. My boy, he was DGP of the state, head of police force. 256 IPS officers report to him. He got killed. By whom? By his own wife. How? Slit his throat. Police arrested whom? Last week in Karnataka, Bangalore. They arrested his wife, accused number 1. Arrested his daughter, accused number 2. Why? A stupid property dispute. This is happening to whom? Not a person walking in the road. It is happening to a person with 36 years of service, the head of police force, once of Karnataka state. So what is life? So career is only one part. If you don't have a meaningful relationship with your husband or wife, then what is the purpose of life? Or meaningful relationship with your son or daughter? Or meaningful relationship with your colleagues? Meaningful relationship with people around you, with your relatives, with your mother, mother-in-law, father-in-law, father. If you keep fighting these chota-mota things, we keep fighting among ourselves. And then say, no, I'm a big guy at Amazon, I'm a big guy at NVIDIA, I'm a big guy. Who's going to respect us after 60? Correct?
Yes.
That is why the politicians keep telling, till power is there, I will see you. After that, we will see who you are. So let us chill our life, take it at face value, not take too hard it, and measure your success not by your bank balance, because it's one part, but success is all about happiness, fulfillment, children, they living healthy life, you living healthy life, your parents living healthy life. You're not emotionally burdened. Family is okay. Family is good. Society is good. So this whole circle is your life. But somehow our education system has taught us to see only one part of the circle as life. Because this Macaulay, this brilliant person, what he did is a very unique guy. He came to Chennai only by ship. Thomas Babington Macaulay. He came to Chennai, her hometown. And he told people to carry him to Mysore, via Mysore to Ooty, because at that point of time to go to Ooty you have to go via Mysore. So they put him in a palanquin. Thomas Babington Macaulay was carried to Ooty. He wanted a cool weather to write India's education policy. When Macaulay was going to Ooty, they told him, sir, we want not only to write our education policy, we also want you to write our criminal policy. So India had the unique distinction till about few months back, that the Indian penal code was written by Macaulay. The Indian education policy was written by Macaulay. Both he did sitting at Ooty. So imagine a guy writing my education policy. Imagine a guy writing my criminal policy. Same guy, which we had for 200 years. Just now we have changed the penal code. We have changed the criminal procedure code, Evidence Act we have changed. We have changed the education policy now. So, but unfortunately, education is everything. Marks is everything. Money is everything. Job is everything. Because of this culture, even in US, I'm very sorry to say, when I see all my Indian friends here, they go to a school which is like Chennai only. 80% of kids are Indians. Then I ask my friends, what are you doing in US? No, I try to buy a house where a lot of Indians live. Fine. So all Indians live. I try to buy an Indian curry. I try to do Indian thing. I try to do this. No. The idea is you should take your American friends to an Indian curry house and make him to eat parota, chicken kurma, veg gravy, whatever is there, idli, make him to do it. That is assimilation. And here, all schools, top schools, 85%, 90% Indian kids. When are our kids going to learn the American values a bit? Soccer, sports, outdoor, taking risk in life, climbing up mountains. And we force everybody to only do the Indian thing. No, you do this. Why are you keeping PT period? Cut it. So all parent-teacher meeting and American schools have become a big drama where you want. So what is the American doing? Take his kids, leave the neighborhood, go to a new place. Correct? So East Coast to West Coast, the same story. UK is the same story. So as Bharatiyas, it is important that we show a spirit of tolerance, a spirit of mingling with the local people, not the local people, their country, so that together we build a prosperous future, so that our kids will pick up. The American kids will pick up from Indian students. So everything is Indian. So better you shift to Chennai only. So, no, it's a joke, but still, it's a very sad reality. I keep making fun with my friends. And first thing I ask many people is how many American kids study in the school? Chinese kids study, European kids study, people from other parts of the world. Then I say brilliant school. Because your son, daughter will pick up so many skills. That is important. Not one skill, we make the whole school the Indian school. That is not the way. Sorry again for the long answer. Yeah.
I'm going to